Hey guys, so the goal of this video is to take your plain Vim text editor and convert it into a cool C++ or Python IDE. So if you have tried to do software or web development in Vim, you know that it is pretty difficult to stick to Vim for the process of software development. For example, this is my Vim, and if I try to do import, it does not offer me any help if I don't know the syntax of import. So let's say import sys, and I want to know what all functions are there within sys, and if I do a sys dot, it does not offer me any help. On the other hand, if you use an IDE like environment, it offers you a lot of help like auto completion, file tree navigation, fuzzy file search. You can see variable function definitions. You can do a lot of code formatting automatically. So after converting your Vim into an IDE like environment, it will look something like this. So if I simply press F5, I can see my current directory structure on the left side. All I need to do is to go to any hierarchy and just click it, and I get all my file. If you want to see your function or variable definition, all I need to do is press F8, and I see my function or variable definition on the right panel. So all you need to do is just navigate there and click there, and you can navigate it directly. Apart from that, on the bottom you are seeing a cool tag bar where you see the name of the file, you see how many lines you have already navigated, and how many lines are there in that file, and a lot of other basic information which IDEs like Visual Studio or Eclipse show you. Apart from that, you can use a lot of auto completion features which is pretty useful for software development. So I go into insert mode, and let's say I do the same thing which I did in the plain Vim. So I do a import. It shows me the syntax of import. So let's say if I do import sys, and if I type sys dot, it shows me all the functions that are present within this library. So if I don't know what argv does, it shows me its syntax, how to use it. All I need to do is click here and move ahead with my process of development. So we'll try to take your plain text editor and convert it into a cool IDE like environment like this. So let's get started. So to make this process simpler, I have created a set of shell scripts for you. So all you need to do is to clone my Git repository. So you will do a Git clone. Make sure that you have Git installed in your system. So you do a Git clone and clone this repository. I'll add a link to this repository in the description. So you need not bother about it for now. So it's already cloned. So let's navigate to this directory, and let's see what we have in this repository. So I have broken down this entire process of conversion into 5 simple steps. So most of these are shell scripts which you can directly install, but let's anyway see what is going behind the scenes. So if we do a cat of step 1, we see that a lot of dependencies will be installed, which you might require later on during this process of conversion. So you need Vim, you need Git, you need CMake, you need all these Python packages, some build essentials, some other things like exuberant C tags. So need not bother about them. Simply run this shell script. So bash step 1 dot sh, and it will do this installation for you. So for you it might take a bit longer. In my system it is already installed, so it's not taking a lot of time. Now that step 1 is done, let's move to step 2. So let's do a cat of step 2, and you see that you have a vimrc file which you are copying in your home, so that you can use this as your default vimrc file. So this vimrc file has all those pre-cooked recipes that you need for this conversion. So you need not bother about what is going behind the scenes here, but it will take care of all your plugin installs, all those shortcuts that we have created, and it will add a lot of cool features which you typically expect in your IDE. So let's run this shell script. So we'll do a bash of step2.sh. So now it has copied my vimrc file in your vimrc home directory. Step 2 is also done. Let's see what we have in store for step 3. So let's do a cat of step3.sh. So you see that you are cloning something called Vundle. So this will again help you in it's kind of package manager for Vim. So it will like help you in installing and managing a lot of plugins. So you do a bash of step3.sh and it says that it already exists. So you won't get this problem as I have already installed. So you're getting this. The process is as simple as cloning a repository the way you did in step 1. So if you run this bash file, you will get this Vundle copied at in your home directory. So within your home, it will create a .vim directory and it will install Vundle.vim in the bundle directory. So step 3 is also done. So let's see what we have in step 4. So we'll do a cat of step4.sh. Okay, so it's not a shell script, it's a text file. So it asks you to launch your Vim and type plugin install. So let's do that. So let's start our Vim and type plugin install as instructed. So again, in my system, all these are already installed. In your system, it might take a bit longer. So on the left hand side, you can see that it is trying to install all these cool plugins like syntactic, delimit, and group box, control P. So you will need all these plugins in your Vim now. So this installation is done. So your step 4 is also done. You are left with one more step, which is step 5. So let's see what is there in step 5. Step 5, you have to install YouComplete Me. So this is an autocomplete feature plugin for Vim. So you need to run this install file basically, which is already copied using the bundle directory which you did a git clone of in the step 3. So it will be present in your bundle directory. So you simply do a bash of step5.sh and it will do whatever it has to and it will install this autocomplete plugin in your system. See how much time does it take. So this process is complete. So you're done with all the things. And for your help, I have created this text file, plugin usage.txt, where you can go and check the important helps, what are plugins are installed, how to use them with a shortcut, like for tag bar, where you can find that, the shortcuts for control P, how you can navigate between different panels, etc., so that you don't get problem in using these features. Yeah, so you're done. So let's go to a pathin directory and see if these features are working or not. So I'll make my size smaller. So let's navigate to a Python source code directory and open VI. So this is your VI. If you type F5, you see the file tree navigation bar that I had promised. You can move to a function. If you do a control P, you can move to a file. New turned option. If you want to move to this file, you simply navigate there. If you type F8, you get all these function variable definition. At the bottom, you get this cool tag bar, and obviously you get that autocomplete feature. So this is all I had for this video. See you in the next video with a lot of other cool technical videos for Linux, Vim, and perhaps there are a few more things in store in next few videos. So good luck and cheers.